In medieval times, our sleep schedule was split into two halves. The first sleep would occur for a few hours, then near midnight or sometimes past, the people would awake for a short time before entering their second slumber. This time is used for many things that could not be achieved during the day, such as prayer, socializing, intimacy, and simple upkeep like keeping the fire running or tending to the farm. While I prefer to get all my sleep in one go, there is something very captivating about this twilight moment of sleepy freedom, when your work is both behind you and in front of you, and your mind oscillating between states of curious tiredness and half-conscious tasks. It is a different state of being compared to the daytime, yet so subtle and so personal, it goes unnoticed to the external viewers. For myself, I've noticed that these short rituals followed by sleep can be a double-edged sword. While some things can affect sleep and the way you feel the next day in a positive way, so too can they harm your well-being. We all probably have a nighttime routine or morning routine without even realizing or trying to maintain it. But is this routine helping us? When work is done, dinner is eaten, dogs are walked, and the last call for the day is drowned out by the setting sun, what do we do? This time alone with ourselves can be frightening. Mistakes of the day come flooding in, and like a pinball machine, they touch on wider, more generalized critiques of all that you've done wrong. You may wish to confront this, you may wish to run from it, but like a dear friend you haven't spoken to in a while, they only call out to you now for you have given them no space during the day. This moment of solitude and silence is not controlled by a malicious voice of destruction in your mind. It is a conversation with yourself, free of expectations, but loaded with the experience of you. The harder you try to avoid their inquiries and statements, the louder they will come back the next day. And quite often, your ignorance will cause their statements to get meaner and meaner in a desperate attempt for your attention. What's hard is that we can carry with us the modes that inhabit us into the final hours of the day. We always have to be doing something. However, 11 p.m. is no time to deliberate about our life's decisions, ways, and problems. There is no work to be done then. Before we retire to our beds, we should not start something new. Rather, we should acknowledge what is there. At the end of the day, our routine should not be another suppression of self and distraction from our internal world. When the sky goes dark and the daytime murmurs cease, it is an active call for us to move inward and be with ourselves so that we aren't wondering what mind, thoughts, and feelings we will be born into the next day, like a stranger in our bed. Even a brief understanding can go a long way in terms of striking some consistency between our blurry days of decisions and encounters. Substances can be used in a way that hijacks our body's natural awareness of itself, as does scrolling or mindlessly trying to avoid the traffic in the back of your head. We can drink until we pass out. We can smoke until our eyelids are heavy. We can scroll until our frustration and boredom combines into an anxious demand for unconsciousness. But not only do these things create further distance between our observational tendencies and the substance of our being, they begin to act as symbols of our own dissatisfaction. We use things until they use us. We need to put the pencil down, the bottle down, and the to-do list down when alone in this final hour. We are with ourselves. There is no one watching you. No one expecting you to do anything, and no objective other than rest. So check in on your friend and ask him what is going on. Ask him how he was feeling and what today was like. If they begin weeping hysterically and telling you everything is miserable, simply tell your friend that he seems tired, and maybe we should approach these things seriously after a book, a cup of sleepy time tea, and a couple hours of REM. Like the toddler that cries until cradled and put to sleep, we should acknowledge our biological limits in those last stretches of daylight and not put pressure on ourselves to fix, discover, plan, or run. This routine of simplicity and rest is a sacred moment of self-compassion and understanding. So give your neurotic friend a call tonight and ask how they're doing. Take these moments of lonely serenity with the same pleasure as those biphasic sleepers from centuries ago. Take your time. It's yours.